Ever felt like your mind just won't shut up? It's 2 a.m., you're exhausted, but your thoughts are sprinting, playing out conversations that never happened, worrying about problems that don't exist yet. You're not alone. Over 2,000 years ago, Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius faced the same storm of thoughts. But instead of being consumed by it, they mastered it. In this video, we'll uncover 5 timeless Stoic teachings that act like mental armor, helping you silence overthinking and find clarity in the chaos. One of them is so simple, you could use it tonight and wake up with a quieter mind. In a world that thrives on noise, from the constant buzz of social media to the relentless chatter of 24-hour news cycles, silence can feel like a rare commodity. Yet, despite its scarcity, or perhaps because of its silence, is a powerful tool. It's more than just the absence of sound. It can be a statement, a shield, a weapon, or a sanctuary. Knowing when to speak is important, but knowing when not to speak is often even more crucial. Here are 4 powerful situations where silence proves to be your greatest ally. 1. During heated arguments. Few things escalate a situation faster than matching someone's volume or intensity in an argument. When tempers flare, logic often takes a back seat. Words, once spoken in anger or frustration, can't be taken back, and even if they're later forgiven, they're rarely forgotten. Silence in an argument can be mistaken for weakness, but in truth, it's a sign of strength. It shows that you're in control of your emotions, not the other way around. Rather than adding fuel to the fire, silence can diffuse the situation. It gives both parties a moment to cool down, to reflect, and potentially redirect the conversation more productively. Additionally, silence allows you to listen, truly listen to what's being said. Often, we don't hear the other person because we're busy preparing our rebuttal. A pause can offer clarity on the real issue behind the words, whether it's fear, insecurity, or a cry for understanding. Imagine a couple in the middle of an intense disagreement. One partner hurls accusations, their voice rising. The other, instead of retaliating, sits quietly, listening, breathing deeply, and remaining composed. This unexpected calm often disrupts the rhythm of conflict, leading the angry party to eventually lower their voice and reflect. In that pause, real communication begins. 2. When you're being provoked. Not all confrontations are rooted in misunderstanding. Sometimes, people push our buttons deliberately. Maybe it's a colleague who enjoys baiting you in meetings, a social media troll seeking to incite outrage, or a family member who knows exactly how to get under your skin. Whatever the source, the goal is often the same: to draw you into a reaction that serves them, not you. Silence in the face of provocation is a powerful form of self-mastery. It sends a clear message: you don't control me. When you refuse to engage, you deny the provocateur the satisfaction they seek. You remain untouchable, unshaken, and often even more respected for it. Reacting emotionally often hands your power over to the other person. Instead, silence gives you time to assess the situation, decide whether it's worth addressing, and if so, to do so on your own terms. Public figures often use this tactic. When celebrities are bombarded by invasive questions or false allegations, the best strategy isn't always a press release or a rebuttal, it's silence. A calm, measured response, if any, comes later, often through action, not reaction. And more often than not, the public respects restraint more than a war of words. 3. When you're negotiating. Whether it's a business deal, a job interview, or haggling at a market, negotiation is a high-stakes conversation. Many people feel pressure to fill every silence, to keep talking, as if that shows competence or confidence. But ironically, the most seasoned negotiators know the opposite is true. Silence in negotiations is a psychological tool. After stating your terms or counteroffer, sitting in silence forces the other party to respond. Most people are uncomfortable with silence, so they'll fill it, often by revealing more than they intended or conceding something valuable. Moreover, silence shows poise. It conveys that you're not desperate. You've said what you needed to say, and you're willing to wait. That patience often results in better outcomes. Imagine you're negotiating salary after receiving a job offer. You express appreciation, then state, "Given my experience and the market rate, I was hoping for something closer to $85,000. Then pause. Say nothing. Let the silence stretch. Many hiring managers, uncomfortable with the gap, will try to bridge it, sometimes offering a higher amount simply to end the silence. You haven't said a word, but you've shifted the balance. 4. When you're learning or observing. In our fast-paced culture, there's often pressure to showcase knowledge, to demonstrate you're informed and articulate. But some of the wisest people are those who speak the least. They observe more than they interrupt. They listen more than they lecture. Why? Because silence is the birthplace of insight. When you're silent, you're able to pick up on the subtleties others miss, the tone of voice, body language, or inconsistencies in what's being said. You gain a more holistic understanding of situations and people. This is invaluable in environments where power dynamics, politics, or nuances are at play, like workplaces, boardrooms, or even family gatherings. Also, silence creates space for others to express themselves. This deepens trust and invites openness. Whether you're a manager trying to understand your team, a parent wanting to connect with a child, or a friend helping someone through a tough time, saying less can mean hearing more. Take Warren Buffett, for instance. In meetings or interviews, he's known for his thoughtful pauses and restrained responses. He listens attentively, takes time before speaking, and often says very little. But what he does say carries weight, because it comes from a place of deep reflection, not impulse. Silence is not about passivity. It's not avoidance or indifference. It's a strategic pause, a conscious choice, and sometimes, the boldest move you can make. Just like in music, where the rests between notes add rhythm and meaning, silence in conversation adds depth and impact. In each of these moments, silence is not absence, it's presence. It is awareness. It is control. And in many cases, it is wisdom. If silence doesn't come naturally to you, that's okay. Like any skill, it can be developed. Here are a few simple practices to start embracing the power of silence. Pause before responding. In conversations, take a breath before replying. This small delay gives you time to think and often results in more intentional speech. Listen fully. Challenge yourself to truly listen without planning your response while the other person is speaking. Practice active listening where silence becomes a tool of engagement. Meditation or mindfulness, even 5 minutes a day of silent reflection can sharpen your awareness and comfort with quiet. Journal instead of react. When emotions rise, especially in conflict, consider writing down your feelings instead of immediately speaking. This gives your thoughts space to settle. Practice presence. Be mindful of your surroundings, your breath, the sounds, or absence of them, around you. Reconnect with the stillness that exists beneath the surface noise. In the end, the power of silence lies not just in knowing when to use it, but in understanding that you don't always need to respond. You don't always need the last word. Sometimes, the strongest voice in the room is the one that isn't speaking. So the next time you find yourself in the midst of chaos, conflict, or confusion, remember, you have a secret ally. Invisible, inaudible, but immensely powerful. Her name is silence. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this.